Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise here on MLB The Show 21. The Rockies won opening day against the Los Angeles Dodgers in an exciting game, but lost the next three in the four-game series with a couple blowouts mixed in there. And we'll have to see if we're able to bounce back as we have another home series, this time against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Kyle Freeland, a former Cy Young finalist, hasn't been able to regain the form he had in his very strong season, and we're hoping to see him be able to regain that as Nick Heath will be leading off today for the Diamondbacks. First pitch is away and it is lifted into left field, but Tapia is underneath it for the first out on the first pitch of the game. Nick Ahmed will hit second, followed by Ketel Marte, and then Peralta, Cabrera, Escobar, Kelly, Christian Walker, and Cole Calhoun rounds out the lineup. Ahmed up now on the second pitch of the game, and that one eats Trevor Story up. Another error for the very stellar defensive shortstop, and it'll be one man on first. Now it is popped to Brendan Rodgers at second, who can't get his glove on it, so it will be runners on first and second. Now only three pitches in and three batted balls for the Diamondbacks. Brendan Rodgers had a very strong opening series and just barely could not get to the ball. He had to react as he was covering second. Now that ball is hit into left center field. Tapia is there. He will fire it to third base and to the cutoff man, but one run will score, so it'll be runners on the corners with one out. A 1-2 count now for Asdrubal Cabrera. He hits this one to center field. Garrett Hampson coming on, makes the play, but another run will score on the sac fly, and it's an early 2-0 lead for the Diamondbacks. A 2-1 count for Eduardo Escobar now as he hits this one to center field. Hampson coming on and uses his speed to get it. Two excellent defensive plays by Garrett Hampson playing out in center field, really utilizing the speed. Corbin Martin will be on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He was acquired in the Zach Greinke trade, but has missed the last two seasons after recovering from Tommy John surgery. That ball is popped to shortstop, and Nick Ahmed is there for the first out of the inning. Be Trevor Story, Charlie Blackman, CJ Croman the cleanup spot, followed by McMahon, Hampson, Fuentes, Rodgers, and Dom Nunez. It'll be Trevor Story up. He's hitting .222 as he gives this one a ride to left field, going back, and Peralta is under it at the warning track for the second out of the inning. Charlie Blackman up now, only hitting .118. He strikes out here. Carson Kelly has it. Easy throw to first base, as it's a super simple, easy inning for Corbin Martin. Now Carson Kelly is up. He hits this one hard to left field, but Tapia is on and makes the catch. So we've seen a good bit of hard contact so far off of Freeland. Now it's a pop-up into right center field as Charlie Blackman is there for the easy play for the second out. But they're making contact on these pitches, and we know with Coors Field eventually those balls will start to fly. But there's a nice changeup that gets Cole Calhoun looking for the final out in the top of the second inning. Garrett Hampson up with two outs in the bottom of the second, and he pops this one up to Peralta in left field as we're through two with a 2-0 lead for the Diamondbacks. Nick Heath up for the second time today, and the big slider gets him swinging out of the zone. Two outs with Ketel Marte up. He's 1 for 1, make it 2 for 2. Tapia will go back to the wall, make an attempt, but that one is gone. A home run, 382 feet for Ketel Marte, his second on the season, and that extends the lead to 3-0, as it's been a rough start to the season so far for Kyle Freeland. 3 runs through 2 2/3. And another base runner is on. It's a 1-1 count for Asdrubal Cabrera, and this one is popped to right center field. Hampson will go back and try and track it down. It gets all the way to the wall, and he fires it in as the runner will round third and head home, as it's another run for the Diamondbacks as their offense has come alive in the second series of the season. Eduardo Escobar up now as he pops this one into right field, and that will end the third as the bleeding has stopped, and hopefully our bats can get going and we can see what we're able to do. Josh Fuentes up, he's 3 for 15 so far on the season. Make it 4 for 16 as he crushes this one to left field. An absolute no-doubter, 109 miles per hour off the bat. It travels 440 feet for our first hit on the day. A big home run, and now we're really trying to start to work these counts on Corbin Martin as he walks CJ Crum. He's starting to lose a little bit of his control, as now it's a 3-2 count, and McMahon takes the pitch as we now have 2 runners on after a home run and 2 walks back to back. 2-0 count for Garrett Hampson. He takes the third pitch now for a very friendly 3-0 count with Josh Fuentes in on deck. So the full count, it's in, and the changeup gets Hampson looking as he wanted that walk. Instead, the inning will end with no more damage done. Tapia coming on, can't get to it, but recovers quickly, and it'll only be a single as he doesn't allow the ball to get past him. It's a 1-2 count now with Ketel Marte up, and he swings and misses for the second out of the inning as Kyle Freeland has started to settle down a little bit. Now this one is skied to left field. Raimel Tapia underneath it for the final out of the 5th, or rather the top of the 5th, as Kyle Freeland starting to get in a little bit of a groove, settled down, and we have Brendan Rodgers working a full count, and we've drawn another walk as Corbin Martin is up to 61 pitches now, starting to draw a little longer of at-bats, taking more pitches. Dom Nunez though takes the pitch inside right on the black for the strikeout. Raimel Tapia up, he gets this one between the first and second baseman, as that would be a 2-out single with Trevor Story coming up. A 1-2 count with 2 outs, men on first and second. Good take there on the inside half. Now he's worked a 3-2 count high outside up in the zone, and the bases are loaded as we have a mound visit. Charlie Blackman is up, and he hits this one to right field, and it will get out of here. A grand slam for the Colorado Rockies, and Charlie Blackman just escapes right field, and we have taken a 1-run lead. Charlie Blackman was 2 for 19 before that, and an absolutely massive grand slam as Chris Davinsky will come in as we move forward in the ball game. Bottom of the 6th now with Ryan McMahon up. He was one of our best hitters in the opening series. Not done a whole lot today as he strikes out there. Garrett Hampson gets one right down the middle and hits it into center field, and he will be on base with his speed. We'll see if they send him running. Fuentes up as he hits this one to the second baseman. It's an easy flip, and the double play is completed to end the 6th inning as we will head into the top of the 7th. Kyle Freeland still on as that one gets just past Brendan Rodgers. He dove for it but just could not get his glove on it as it is a no-out single for Christian Walker. Cole Calhoun up as he flies this one into right field. Blackman underneath it as it continues to carry back, but he is there for the play and the runner will not be able to advance. So now 1 runner on first base with 1 out. 2 outs now as this one is lined to Brendan Rodgers. Nice play there as we will head into the 7-inning stretch with a 1-run lead as Kyle Freeland's day is done. He was able to work through 7 innings and really be able to bounce back after a tough 1st and 3rd inning. Daniel Bard, one of the better stories in baseball, is now in relief, and that one is hit hard off the wall but just foul, as now the strikeout at 99 miles per hour, Daniel Bard sits down Ketel Marte. 7 hits are allowed, only 2 earned runs though for Kyle Freeland, but only struck out 3 batters. Now it will be Asdrubal Cabrera up, Hampson coming on, and we can really see the advantage of having his speed in center field. He doesn't necessarily get the best jumps on pitches, but he covers ground like few others in the majors. CJ Crum flies this one to left field, but it will be foul, as if that one stayed fair, it might have been gone. Tyler Clippard on his 10th pitch. Now his 11th is a big curveball that gets CJ Crum swinging for the final out of the 8th inning, and we will head into the top of the 9th. Diamondbacks down to their last 3 outs, And it will be Scott Oberg on for the save attempt. He went 5 for 8 last year with a 2.25 ERA, 58 strikeouts, and 23 walks. This is his first appearance on the season as he gives up hard contact to center field, but Hampson will go back underneath it, and he's got the first out of the top of the ninth. 2 more outs to go, 1-2 count for Carson Kelly. This one is popped now to right field, another hard contact, and Coors, it will fly, but Charlie Blackman is able to get underneath it for the second out as the Diamondbacks are down to their final out on the game. It's hit to Trevor Story, and it eats him up once again. He is not able to get the ball out of his glove, and it will be 1 runner on with 2 outs. Tim LeCastro, one of the fastest men in baseball, will be on to pinch hit. If he gets on base, he has the ability to score from anywhere. As this one is hit down the line, Fuentes can't get his glove on it, and it'll be runners on first and second now with 2 outs. So a 2-2 count down to their final strike. Nick Heath is up, and the high fastball gets him looking, and the Colorado Rockies secure their second victory on the season in a comeback performance led by Charlie Blackman and Josh Fuentes, as we were able to draw some more walks as the game progressed. We only had 4 hits, but we did draw 5 walks. And the 2 errors by Trevor Story, the one in the ninth could have cost us, but Scott Oberg was able to work out of it, and Kyle Freeland does end up getting the victory, which is nice to see. So we can see the box score now. We only had 4 hits, but we had 4 different guys take walks. Brendan Rodgers walked twice as his on-base percentage continues to climb. So now we move to the second game of the series as Scott Oberg is on once again with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. This ball is lined through, and it will be a play at the plate. Charlie Blackman fires, and he gets him at home, and that will do it. What a play. What a play to secure the victory and the series, as now we'll be looking for a sweep of the Diamondbacks going into Game 3. Charlie Blackman, not known for his defense, but comes up absolutely massive there, bailing out Scott Oberg, and we do secure the victory. A number of guys for the Diamondbacks had 2 hits. It was Raimel Tapia and Trevor Story who led us in hitting. Ryan McMahon had another homer. German Marquez, who had a very strong opening day, struggled a little bit, only going 5 innings with 3 earned runs, but outside of that, not too bad. More late innings as we have a runner on third. Tapia hits this one high to right field, but it will be an easy play for Cole Calhoun, as we will be headed to extras, all knotted up at 3. It's rainy and cold and late, only 22 degrees right now in Colorado, in Denver I should say. This one is hit to Garrett Hampson, and Tim LeCastro will be out. So top of the 10th one out, it is Yency Almonte up. Another ball hit to Garrett Hampson as he secures the second out of the inning and his second out of the inning, as 1 more out to go. This would be the 12th pitch for Yency Almonte. Ketel Marte is up. He skies this one to right field. Blackman will be underneath it for the final out of the inning, and we will head to the bottom of the 10th with another chance to walk it off. Pitch is hit by Garrett Hampson and falls just in front of Cole Calhoun for the leadoff single. See if we're able to get him home. Here's Charlie Blackman. Game 1's hero is up. Hampson will take off, and he is thrown out by Carson Kelly, and our runner is out for the first out on the inning. Doesn't get a good jump, and an excellent throw by Kelly gets him stealing. So now 2 outs with a 2-2 count for Trevor Story. We know he can end it in 1 pitch, but he will get on base with a 2-out single instead. We'll see if we're able to get him home now. Really wish Hampson wasn't thrown out. McMahon up in a 3-0 count. That one does get into the zone now at 3-2 full count with Trevor Story on first. McMahon skies this one to right field. Another easy play though for Cole Calhoun is underneath it for the final out, and we will head further as we move into the 11th inning. So we now have a rain delay, so the game will be delayed by at least 45 minutes. And now we'll see Tyler Kinley come in, the former Miami Marlin, and see what he's able to do as this game continues to drag on. And it's now down below 20. It's late, but the rain has appeared to stop for now at least. This one's hit to Brendan Rodgers, who makes the play at first. Great athletic play by the second baseman for the first out of the inning. Now 2 outs is Cole Calhoun. Skies this one to Brendan Rodgers at second. It's an easy play, even though it does take a little bit of time, but he's underneath it for the final out of the inning. And once again, we have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 11th. Chris Davinsky is on for the second time in this series. He hasn't allowed an earned run so far in the season. Sam Hilliard will hit for the first time this year. I have high hopes for him. I think he has some decent potential. Working the 2-2 count though, up in the zone, he'll go down swinging for the first out on the inning. Now it is Brendan Rodgers up at the plate, and the slider way outside of the zone gets him swinging for the second out. So we move to the top of the 12th now. This one is hit hard. Charlie Blackman will go back, but is not able to track it down before it hits the wall, and that will be a 2-out double for the Arizona Diamondbacks and Stephen Vogt. Tim LaCastro is up. Josh Fuentes makes a weak play at the ball, and the throw home will stop the runner from going home, as Stephen Vogt is now on third base with a runner on second as well. See if Tyler Kinley can work out of the jam. Garrett Hampson is on underneath it and has it as Tyler Kinley works out of it and does not allow a run. So we will head to the bottom of the 12th now as this game just continues to go on. Hampson pops it up to the pitcher, who doesn't even have to move off the mound for the final out of the inning. And we're headed to the 13th now, and we'll see who will win this marathon. Ketel Marte hits this one into left field. It gets underneath Tapia, and it will be a lead-off single for the former MVP candidate. Now the bunt attempt, but it's popped up. The catcher is there. An easy play as the runner will not be able to advance. Excellent job by Tyler Kinley, who's still out there. Christian Walker hits this one to right field. Charlie Blackman can't track it down and takes a bad angle. So now Marte will round third, head home, and the throw to third is in time for the second out of the inning. But the Diamondbacks do take the lead now in the top of the 13th. 0-2 count. Kinley is on still. He's pitched well except for the one run, and the swinging third strike doesn't come back to bite him as Elias Diaz makes the throw to first base. Joaquin Soria is on for the first time this year, looking for his first save, as we'll start off with Charlie Blackman in an 0-2 count. Athletic play by Nick Ahmed for the first out of the inning, as we will now have Trevor Story up and see what he is able to do. And it's not much as he goes down looking for the second out of the bottom of the 13th. Down to our final out. A big whiff there by Ryan McMahon, and then another big whiff on the slider. So down to our final strike. Joaquin Soria looking for a 9-pitch save, and he gets it as McMahon swings at 3 straight pitches, and the Diamondbacks get the third game of the series. We still win it and move now to 3-4 on the season. A tough performance there as the game just kept going on and on. No one could score, as after the 5th inning, no one scored a single run until the top of the 13th. Now we'll look at some season statistics so far through 7 games. Ryan McMahon leads us in home runs with 3. Blackman and Fuentes both have 2. Brendan Rodgers hitting .375, a .444 OPS or on base percentage, and then McMahon with an OPS above 1. Our best pitcher so far to me has been German Marquez. He didn't have a great second outing, but his ERA still sits at 2.25, which is much better than we can say for our other pitchers, starting pitchers at least, outside of Kyle Freeland. But I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more of the Colorado's Rockies franchise. We're going to speed it up a little bit more as we move forward. We are going to play the Giants, I believe, in the next series, and then try and get through a little bit of more time in the season so we can make our progress towards the future. But for now, I just want to get to know this team better, see how they perform on the field, and also our first 3 series are all against division rivals, and I want to see them the first time that we play them in this series and see how we stack up against them. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy. Have a great rest of your day.